want to take just a few minutes and try to help familiarize you with the sewage system, the holding tanks, which includes the black tank, the sewer tank, and then the two gray tanks. One is the galley tank, which is just the kitchen sink, and then the other gray tank is the bathroom sink and bathtub. So when you get ready to hook up, if you're at a place that has full hookups, you'll want to look in this plastic tub, which is found in the storage compartment at the front of the camper. That's where you'll find the elbow that connects to the sewer outlet. So simply just lift it up. They're all different. This one I'll actually screw in depending on the outlet. So hopefully you have one that you can screw it right in there, and that'll make a nice tight connection. And then your sewer hose, which I've already got set up and it's on the slunky, simply locks in to that elbow. So that's good to go. I'm going to take you over to the back to where the outlets are, the valves are, and show you how those work very quickly. But this part should be a-okay for when we go to drain. Back here at the back of the camper is where you're going to find your outlet and valves for all of the holding tanks, except for the fresh water, which doesn't even matter at this point. But you see, we have the hose, the sewer hose, connected to this large valve. It simply twists on. Here and here are the gray tank valves. When you're camping and you're set up and you're going to be there for several days, go ahead and leave these open. You can just pull the handle and leave those open until, say, the night before you get ready to leave. Then you want to close those so they will build up a little bit of water in those tanks so that you can rinse out the sewer hose after you're done draining the sewage. This valve back here, you may or may not be able to see it, but there's a valve right back here. That's the sewer. The only time that should be open is when you're draining the sewer tank. At all other times it needs to stay closed. Otherwise you'll have a mess on your hands. So we're gonna get ready. This camper is ready to be drained. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the sewer first. We want the black tank to be drained first. So we're going to let it drain and let it do its thing. And then once that is completely empty, we'll drain the other two, the two gray tanks. And what that is going to do is that's going to flush our line out. And we're going to flush it out with, dirty sink water and dirty bath water instead of sewage. So it certainly is a lot better than the alternative. Doesn't seem like there was a whole lot in there. So we're going to go ahead and close off the black tank. And it doesn't matter what order you do these in, just do them one at a time. So we're going to start with the gray tank for the bathtub and the bathroom sink. Nothing coming out there. Let's try the kitchen sink. There we go. Again, that simply helps flush the line so that you're not dealing with a lot of leftover sewage or anything like that. The nice thing is, if you're at a dump station, they often have a hose that you can use, and I'd recommend once you undo this, go ahead and hose it out with some of that fresh water they have there at the dump station. Other than that, use these two to flush it out. In fact, I'm probably going to go and put some in the gray tank for the bathroom just to give us a little bit extra. Alright, so once all of your tanks are empty, you simply come here to your valve, your connector, loosen it up, make sure you put the cap on. You don't want to be driving down the road with your cap off. And then we will, alright, so with the lines drained and ready to store, it's very simple. You'll find the back bumper, there's a plastic or rubber cap. You just pull that off, and that slides right in. We'll do the same thing. I use both hoses, so you have about 20 feet, 25 with the little extender that's in the plastic tub, and about 25 feet of hose. The two brown hoses that you just saw, we're going to put in the bumper. We're going to put one in this side, and then we'll go around and put the other one in the other side. So once I stow that, I'm going to show you what to do inside once all your tanks are drained. Once you're done draining all the tanks, we need to actually add some water and some chemicals back to the different tanks. For the gray tanks, the one in the kitchen and then the one for the bathroom sink and bathtub, you just need to squirt a little bit of dish soap down one of the drains and then fill it up with a couple of gallons of water. For the black tank, the toilet, you're going to want to look underneath the sink and you'll find a tub like this or something similar to it, which is the chemicals that go in to the tank to help deodorize it, to help break down the waste and the toilet paper and things like that. And so all you need to do is take one of the little packets like this, and drop it in the toilet, and then flush. Now, we need several gallons of water in the black tank so that there's plenty of chemicals that are going to be slushing around and sloshing around to help deodorize and clean the tank. So once you put the chemical pouch in, hold the foot pedal that you flush with, hold that down for a few minutes because again, we want several gallons of water in that tank to help keep things nice and fresh and clean for us for the next renters. Alright, so let's review really quick about draining and maintaining your holding tanks on our 2019 Wildwood X-Lite. First of all, when you hook up to the campground sewer, if you're going to be camping there, go ahead and open up both of the gray tanks. Let those flow freely for the duration of your camping trip. The night before you leave, close both of the gray tanks so that they build up a little bit of water that you can use to rinse out the pipe after you drain the sewer tank. The sewer tank should only be open when you are draining the tank. Otherwise, it should remain closed so that it builds up a lot of liquid in the tank. When you go to drain, number one, drain the black tank, drain the sewer tank, let it get completely empty, close it off. Then drain both of your gray tanks one at a time. Let that flush out the line. When you're finished with that, close the valves back up, stow your sewer line in the bumper. The elbow goes in the plastic tub that goes in the forward storage compartment. And then inside, before you go, make sure and grab a chemical pack from underneath the sink. Put that in the toilet, flush it down, and add several gallons of water by holding your foot on the flusher lever on the toilet. And then add a little drop of dish soap to the kitchen sink and a drop of soap to the bathroom sink, and run a few gallons of water into both of those tanks. If you do those things, well on your way. You should take great care. Shouldn't have any problems with the holding tanks on our camper. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you, and we'll catch you next time.